On April 2, 2026, President Trump signed a sweeping executive order, imposing a 100% tariff on patented prescription drugs and their active ingredients, imported from countries that have not struck trade deals with the United States. Invoking national security powers under the 1962 Trade Expansion Act, the administration argues that America's dependence on foreign-made medicines is a threat to public health and must end. Companies like Pfizer, Eli Lilly, and Bristol-Myers Squibb have already signed pricing deals and will face zero tariffs, for now. But drug makers without such agreements have 120 days to comply if they're large, and 180 days if smaller. The reaction is deeply divided. Supporters say this will finally bring pharmaceutical manufacturing back to American soil and lower long-term drug prices. Critics, including healthcare advocates, warn this could trigger short-term price spikes before domestic production catches up. Bombshell, hitting patients who depend on branded medications hardest. For everyday Americans, the stakes are real. Drug prices have already risen 5.5 times faster since 1985 than general goods, and branded medications cost 2 to 4 times more here than in countries like Canada, France, and Australia. A fresh 100% tariff, if passed on to consumers, could deepen that burden significantly, especially for the roughly 1 in 5 Americans who already spend more than 10% of their income on healthcare. Looking at history, when EpiPen prices spiked nearly 400% between 2011 and 2016 due to a monopoly, public outrage forced a rollback. A similar consumer pressure scenario is plausible here if companies try to pass tariff costs downstream. So, what should you do? First, ask your doctor if a generic or biosimilar alternative exists for your branded medication. Generics now account for 90% of all prescriptions. Second, check if your drug is covered under the administration's most favored nation pricing deal, which caps costs. Third, explore patient assistance programs offered directly by manufacturers. And finally, stock up on a 90-day supply of any critical branded medication before the 120-day tariff window closes.